Better use.
Oh my God!
Dude, that's insane how it just pulls it in.
Yeah. We won't be running off the generator for
And it's at 114 degrees.
Yeah, but it'll hold that. It'll hold for a while.
There's the grinder right there. So it gets ground up into here. So to stabilize this, what are you adding to it? Why did this batch go bad?
My fuses blew on my panel, so it was halfway processed, and it basically, well, I got it down to 3.8. The pH had stabilized at 3.8, but this I added. I was trying to drain the tank using gravity, and it wasn't working because the stuff's too thick. So it's got some water in it too, so the pH is a little over 4 in there. So that's what happened. I added more water to the mix, and it brought the pH up. So that's why it's molding and stuff like that. But if you go and you look in our holding tank, there's no mold on the top. The stuff in that barrel, the 55-gallon barrel over there, it's been sitting longer than this has. It's been sitting there since last week. And so you can see how much more stable it is at 3.8 than it is at 4.0. And then your other commercially available products like BioFlora and stuff like that, they're sitting at 3.8. But
So what makes your product the superior one?
so what's going into it? It's not, we're not going out and fishing the rivers for like menhaden and stuff like that, and adding just massive amounts of junk fish. We're taking all pelagic fish and adding it into the system. So we're one of the only people doing it with ahi, marlin, mahi, and things of that nature. There's another company in Australia that does it, but that's really not that relevant in the U.S. So for the most part, as far as our product goes, it contains the enzymes to digest itself naturally. We just help speed up the process. That's pretty much it. I don't know if there's any benefits to using, ahi and marlin and stuff like that, but that's what we got. It seems like it's a good, usable resource for us.
So I've been asking a lot of people to kind of make a TV show with this about what was their biggest thing they learned in farming in the past year.
Biggest thing in farming in the last year. just been learning a lot about composting and the breakdown of materials to create a nice, usable agricultural product. Because before I had no agricultural standpoint. I mowed lawns back in Texas. I had a landscaping business, but nothing, no real fertilizing, just maintenance. And then when I moved out here, it was just maintaining, just a lot of land maintenance and stuff like that. So it wasn't really, we weren't striving to have the plants grow and flourish like they should be. And then within the last 3 years, we've really figured out where we want to be and what we want to do. And the whole point of us having this property is for the sustainability aspect of it, you know, producing our own electricity and being completely off-grid, yet without sacrificing any of our creature comforts or anything like that along the way. And with hydroelectric power and stuff like that, we really wanted to utilize that and not just sell it back to Helco and get what they wanted to pay us for. We would rather use it and put it towards a product that needs electricity to be created but is not feasible where we live due to the high fuel prices. So putting in the system up here and everything like that, it really makes sense. And you know, other than the fact that we're running off of a generator at the moment, 3 weeks from now we will be completely we'll be off grid. Yep. For 3 weeks from now we'll be completely off grid with this system, and that's cool. You know, that's one less resource that we have to use to produce something. And then it also makes it financially smarter too, because you'd pay a fortune in electricity trying to do this somewhere else.
Bless you. Long live the natural farmer, man. Yeah.
But yeah, that's and just keying in on our resources that we have here. With the fish, instead of packing it into the landfill and
that's what they're doing.
paying massive amounts of money every year to dispose of the stuff and bury it. We can process it. We can use it on our farm. Yeah, and we want to get a product out there that everybody else can use on their farm too, that they're not shipping in from the mainland. And by producing it locally and by not having to import the electricity for it and not having to import our fertilizers and stuff like that, you know, we're saving on shipping all around. So in the long run, we will actually be able to land a product that's just as good, if not better, than what you can go and buy at the store. And you're also going to save, 20-30% on shipping, because I got to drive it to town. That's pretty easy. And then, and then that kind of goes with the composting too. We're not.
Can I show that?
Yeah. We don't want. We don't want to have to bring in potting soil. We don't want to have to worry about clearing trees that should be here for 60, 70 years, if not longer. We can find properties that have been cleared in the last 15, 20 years that are completely overrun with albizia, and
bamboo too,
and utilize that as our fuel for the compost.
I always think of all those trees out in Hamakua. I see them logging it and taking it to the harbor over there. Mm-hmm. And I thought if we could utilize teams of chippers like that and chip the wood in situ, and then come in with some really good of that compost concentrate that I was talking about, where you could make it in a system like that very easily, in large quantities in about 2 weeks of concentrate, and then inoculate kind of in place. But teams with people like that to turn that forest into that, and then take the other beams and make buildings like this. It's like a natural post there holding this thing up, and we could build big pig pens out of these things, and big large structures like this where you can have community gatherings kind of built all out of those big timber. This is a really nice steel building.
Yeah, it's all galvanized and everything, so it won't rust. That's part of the
This is like quality stuff that's going to be here for like the next 100 years at least.
hopefully. Hopefully this building, except for some minor things, hopefully this will be something that maybe my daughter can do.
She keeps taking gardening class with me, man.
Yeah. But
she'll be all stoked. She's already stoked on the worms.
oh yeah, she's fun. Harper, the young one, she's into all the equipment and stuff like that. Like, she loves the trucks and tractors.
Be Hannah's mechanic.
Yeah. So hopefully, I don't have any boys, but I don't care. I like my two girls. They're fun. We're really just trying to create a place for everybody, not just me and my family, but the guys that we have working up here for us. That's why we put in the peach palm, and we're, instead of just focusing all of our energy developing this, which we probably should, we're still actively pursuing everything else at the same time. And doing that, the crops that we put in down at the bottom, with the peach palm, we'll have beetle nuts going in soon. That was a request of the guys working up here. But between the crops that we have going and the wages that we are able to pay, hopefully in the next few years when it is taking off, it will create a very comfortable lifestyle for the guys that are actually actively taking care of it. So that's kind of the goal on that. It's not, nobody wants to get rich. We just want to live, and you don't have to struggle. So that's kind of the goal behind this. And we want our whole family to be out here. We want to live in Hawaii and in the tropics. And,
well, bringing stuff like this here, this is like shining.
And we're not limited to this system too. We've got the setup there. We know what changes we can make in the future. Very, very minor changes to our system. The thing works great. But hopefully, in the near future, we'll be able to expand this out and kind of help out in other parts of the Pacific Islands. Maybe take care of the Hawaiian Islands first, and then move on to places like Tahiti, the Philippines, and just see what their market is. What if they could use an actual refined, shelf-stable organic product, and if that would work, that'd be cool. So, no promises there, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. The ideas are there. We know what we want to do, and we just got to make it happen.
It's right by the bridge.
Yeah.
They used to have the fish outside and everything. Now it's all sand Make sure fish is covered with the sugar totally, and then now we can layer rest of it.
Yeah. I'm gonna bring this into you actually, so we don't get guts all over their place. And we're gonna hit the 2/3 mark.
Do you want me to pour the liquid in here?
No. It's off the meat. It's not really off the blood. Plus the blood, it's been kind of rotting like all in my car all day. So you don't want to as much of the nasty. No, trust me. I left it outside for 3 days. It works just fine. No. It's all about the. It works.
It works.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
They know how to bring the magic.
So you want to use your fish as fresh as possible. Like where I had it in my car all day, it's probably not the best. That's why it was smelling here. But I'm gonna add the IMO4 in, so it should actually any of the fungus that's on there should go away. So
Some more?
yeah. And don't be afraid to use more sugar. Always, in this case, more sugar.
Always have sugar.
Yeah. And so you'll notice what she's going to do is pack it down, so she's going to create a seal out of the sugar on the top. And this is so you can do it in your house and it's not going to smell. And this is the way it should be done, which kind of seals it from everything. And as the liquid starts to come up, your seal will start to dissolve, obviously, but it should be this way for about a week, like sealed. So.
And then you lock it. Like Korean people do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they always, yeah, I know. But this seal's gonna melt, yeah? And then if you smell, add more sugar.
Yeah. If it smells pilau, it starts to smell like fish sauce, leave it, but if it smells pilau ever. And then here I have IMO number 4 with actually some chunks of wood and stuff in there. So as best as I can, what I'm going to try to do is just put the IMO 4 and sprinkle a little bit on the top. And yeah. That's about good. Huh? So we're just going to put the IMO on the top, and these are the beneficial fungal spores, which are immediately with this much nitrogen and fungal food, they're going to just do their thing and take over pretty much right away. So it should eliminate any other smell with putting this IMO on the top. And so we just sprinkle it on the top, and that's how you make fish amino acid. Then, yeah, good idea, right? See how immediate this is. Does someone want to put it outside? Hey, what's up, Raven? How you doing?
I got something for you.
That for me? Really?
Yeah. And later.
Sweet. What's that?
Greg, you find the iPad?
No. How much is
Hey, wait. Oh, sorry. Yay!
I want
Make sure everybody gets
Hey,
one
who took
before
it
you
off?
take two.
Omar, can you grab my backpack?
Who took it off? I never got it.
Now it's next to me.
Hey Travis, can you join us here? Are you gonna join us
Hey,
today,
you're
Travis?
only supposed to take one, Rainy.
I
Found it next to me.
Give it to Drake.
Travis, come sit down now. If you want to be here today, please sit down now.
I did.
No, hey. No. Come on. Don't worry about other people, just yourself, buddy. Right, here's a space for you. Cool. So guys,